One of the 4 strategic priorities was citizenship. And being a better citizen is critically important to us in financial services today for all kinds of reasons. In order to be effective, we need to regain trust in our industry.
There have been now 2 resignations of senior members of the staff of the global headquarters of Barclays Bank behind me here in London. Early on Tuesday, CEO Bob Diamond did in fact resign, effective immediately, even though the chairman said on Monday that his own resignation would be enough because the buck stopped with him. Well, the buck didn't stop with him because Bob Diamond was the face of Barclays Bank and the man who led it through its extraordinary growth in the last few years, the man who helped take over the parts of Lehman Brothers in the U.S. after its bankruptcy. Bob Diamond says he will leave effective immediately. And just recently, the COO, the Chief Operating Officer, Jerry Delmessier, who had been with Barclays for 15 years, has also resigned effective immediately. So now Barclays, one of the world's biggest banks, will have to look for 2 senior executives to try to help it get through this crisis and also, of course, to rebuild its reputation. Barclays was the first bank to be fined by U.S. and U.K. regulators involving the whole Libor scandal, the scandal that has erupted over the setting of interest rates here in London. The scandal, of course, happened back during the economic crisis, 2008, 2009, but Barclays was fined last week by these regulators and the whole issue came to light again. Many more banks here in the UK, on the continent, and the US could be involved. More fines are expected. Now, Bob Diamond was expected to appear before a committee in the Parliament on Wednesday. We still do expect him to appear there for some questions and answers about the whole Libor scandal. His resignation from Barclays could make it easier for him to be a bit more blunt about what's going on. Some of the questions that need to be asked: what did regulators know? What did central banks know? What's come out in the last week is that many banks seem to have been manipulating the interest rates in this Libor scandal to make the interest rates look lower than they appeared, because there was a worry that the banks might look even more fragile at the height of the economic crisis. Was this something regulators knew? Was this something Bank of England officials knew? That's something that will have to come out in the days and weeks ahead. For CNN Money, I'm Jim Bolden, London.